everyone, we have an exciting product with deep roots in Kentucky history to feature today.
Introducing All Nations Whiskey. The story of this brand dates all the way back to the 1800s when a Kentucky native named Carrie Nation shook the Prohibition era with her harassing behavior and a hatchet in hand.
Carrie Nation was born in Girard County, Kentucky, and later grew up to be an iconic anti-alcohol activist during the Prohibition. She was famously known for harassing saloon owners and using a hatchet to demolish taverns across the United States. Because of this, many saloons began to display signs that read, "All nations welcome except Carrie."
Now fast forward 170-ish years and Carrie's legacy lives on through the recently opened Girard County Distilling Company and their brand All Nations Whiskey, which is famously named after Miss Nation herself.
Staghorn, an Atlanta-based spirits company, decided to open Girard County Distillery Company in Lancaster, Kentucky as their first distillery. This distillery can produce around 150,000 barrels of whiskey per year, making it the largest all-new independent distillery in Kentucky. It is also the first commercial distillery in Girard County, which was dry from the early 1800s until 2023.
To highlight the importance of Carrie Nation to their brand, Staghorn actually paid to relocate her birth house to their on-site facility. The stone house has now been incorporated into their visitor center where you can actually walk through it. The distillery plans to celebrate the history of Carrie Nation with this historical attraction and All Nations Whiskey.
All Nations was the first brand released by Staghorn back in 2020. The brand features 3 bottles of bourbon and whiskey, all of which are made with whiskey sourced from Kentucky distilleries. There is an 11-year-old straight rye whiskey that is 129 proof with taste notes of vanilla and orchard fruits, a 6-year single barrel bourbon that is 114.5 proof with taste notes of oak, honey, and caramel accompanied by a long finish of coffee and bananas Foster's, and lastly, a Prohibition Reserve whiskey, which is 60-40 blend of 15-year aged bourbon and 11-year rye. This 120 proof whiskey has taste notes of tobacco, orange, and oak and finishes off with a sweet butterscotch flavor.
All Nations distinguishes itself by offering aged, flavorful bourbon and whiskey while celebrating the history behind the brand with each bottle. If you're interested in learning more about All Nations and its rich history, go check out the Girard County Distilling Company and experience the excellence that this brand has to offer.
Cheers!